In today's interview, we'll hear from a young individual who has faced the challenges of drug addiction firsthand. His story highlights the alarming accessibility of pharmaceuticals in our communities and aims to raise awareness for parents about the dangers these substances pose. Through this discussion, we hope to shed light on the realities of addiction and the importance of vigilance in safeguarding our youth. So today's episode will highlight, as we just said now, the importance of educating, I think, everybody in our communities about the pharmaceuticals industry currently. It's easy, right? I've been speaking to the people at the rehabilitation centers and they've actually been seeing a spike of our youth coming into rehabs broken, and I'm talking about broken. I've seen firsthand, and today we do have someone sitting here with me today. Let's get into it. Let's have a little bit of an introduction about who you are, drugs of choice, the usual type of things that we introduce ourselves to. And your age. Yes. Let's start with your age.
My age, I'm 20 years of age. My drug of choice is opiates, benzodiazepine, and I've been using them for 2.5 years, 3 years.
2.5, 3 years, okay. You say opiates, you said that these terms, these words, I'm used to heroin, Turk buttons.
Okay, so opiates like pharmaceutical, heroin, Xanax, codeine, that type of stuff.
Okay, is there more? Is there any more? I mean,
there's a lot more.
There's a lot more.
Yeah. Oh. The list just goes on.
Okay, and these are, when you say pharmaceuticals for the people out there, it's the prescribed medication.
It's prescribed medication, yes.
Yeah, and I mean, can we jump straight into it? The access. How do you, as school kids, I would assume, teenagers, wherever you find yourself, how do they get their hands on this?
Well, it's very simple because you can just go to your local GP, your local doctor, just give him a 500 rand, he writes you out a script, and there you have everything you need.
Okay, so you need access to a doctor.
A doctor.
And there's doctors out there that are prescribing these things to children. Is that what you are saying?
That is what I'm saying, because I was prescribed through a doctor.
Okay. Are there other methods? Is there ways to get it, if you want to call it the black market as well?
There's the black market, but that way is more expensive.
Okay.
Then when the doctor is prescribing it, that's why everyone runs to the doctors for it.
Yeah.
It's because the black market is way expensive for that stuff.
Okay. Well, when you say expensive, let's be specific. So take one of the things that you mentioned. Say what it is. What's the price?
Box of OxyContin would cost you anywhere from 1,200 to 1,400 for 28 tablets.
Okay.
For 28 tablets.
And that 28 tablets lasts you how long?
3 days.
3 days. 1,800.
1,200.
1,200.
To 1,400.
Wow. And that is going the prescribed way?
No, that's the black market.
That's the black market way. Yeah. And people or kids are paying these prices?
Yeah, because they want the, what do you call it, the nostalgic feeling. They want that.
Yeah. And the prescription way, you get your prescription?
Yeah, that would be like 800.
800.
Yeah.
And when you say 2 days, how many are they dropping? I mean, at one go?
It doesn't matter how much you're dropping. It goes by milligrams. So one oxy would be 20 milligrams.
Yeah.
So if your dose is 60 milligrams a day, you have to take like 3.
Okay.
And you could take it orally, you could snuff it.
Yeah.
There's many ways to take those pharmaceutical drugs that has effect on the brain.
Yeah, of course. And then obviously the more you take it, the more you need.
That's the thing also. The more you take it, the quicker you gain a tolerance on these prescribed drugs. Because that's just how it is. So when you look again, you might end up taking 15 tablets a day.
Yeah.
But you won't even realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was this introduced into your life, if I may ask?
To my life? I started off like any other person would start off with prescribed pills, Ritalin, So
you were prescribed the medication?
I was prescribed Ritalin first. 10 milligrams by a doctor on my school.
From the school. And Ritalin, and what's Ritalin?
Ritalin is like for people that has ADD, ADHD.
Okay.
So it kind of levels you out.
So it brings you down? It's like a downer?
No. It's to help you focus. So like
Okay, so it's a good thing.
It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing because your mind is just pacing fast. It's basically like you're on meth.
Seriously.
It's like you're on meth.
So you're like you're on.
The
Okay.
teachers don't realize it. They just describe it.
So okay, I hear you that is not a good thing. I'm just coming from the point of addiction and having an addictive personality.
Around.
That's when the danger is there, right?
That's in it, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you were prescribed this thing. You had no idea that you had an addictive
My
personality.
parents also didn't know.
Of course not, yeah.
Yeah.
And what was happening in your life at that time? What were you thinking once you started taking it? Yeah.
At that time, I didn't think much of it because I was like grade 3.
Grade 3?
Yeah, all the way till I was
So this starts at
early age.
prescribing that at, wow, okay.
So all the way from grade 3 to grade 6, I was on Ritalin 10, 20 milligrams.
Yeah.
And then when I came grade 6, they boosted me up to the capsule, which is the 30 milligrams.
Yeah.
And then when I was grade 7, they introduced me to a new pill, which is called Vyvanse.
Yes.
So that's a 60 milligram. And when I was grade 7 taking the Vyvanse, I felt sick a lot. Like I felt throwing up, losing weight, like physical stuff.
So while taking it or when you're not taking it?
While taking it.
Okay.
And then when I came high school, I stopped taking like Ritalin, Vyvanse, none of that. You know?
Okay.
And
why did you stop?
Because my mom saw a change in
what's happening.
Yeah.
And that was purely just because of that medication. You weren't taking anything else? Okay.
I wasn't even smoking weed that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I came high school, grade 8, grade 9, started smoking weed. And obviously that's when the, like cough syrup, mixing it up, that became a trend.
Yeah.
Like lean.
Lean, yeah.
It became a trend. And I kind of fell for that because it gave me like a feeling, almost like, it was a nice feeling.
So you had a little bit of an introduction in primary school already to drugs. We'll call it drugs. Yeah. That's what it is, right? You stopped it in high school.
And I picked it up again.
And then because of your addictive personality, you felt it was easier to get or to use something else. And I mean, lean is medication as well, right?
It is.
Is that what was going through your mind?
Yeah. Okay. No. At the time, I just wanted to fit in.
Okay.
So pouring up still pain in a drink, it didn't seem a big thing to me.
How were you aware about lean? Is it
through social media, through music, rappers?
That's a big thing I heard all the time too.
So that's how I got addicted to, let's say, codeine. Yeah. Because that's the chemical in there. Yeah. And then come grade 10, it wasn't working. Lean wasn't working. So now I needed something stronger. And that's in my friend.
So your dosage was so high that
I was drinking 6 bottles a day. That's a case.
In high school?
In high school.
Okay.
And then I needed something stronger, and that's in my friend. He told me, did you hear about this thing, Oxynorm? At the time, I wasn't aware it was an opiate. Yeah. I didn't know, and then I just started taking it. And then when I didn't have, I remember I took it the first week, and the next week I was sick. Yeah. And then when I took the pill again, I felt better. Yeah. And anyone would realize, I'm addicted to this thing now. I need it. Yeah. So that also got to the point where it wasn't working, the 20s. And then I took 40s, 60s, 80 milligrams. And my dose just went up. My tolerance just went through the sky. Jeez. Yeah.
And all this while you were on school?
In school.
You managed to
matriculate? Yeah. Yeah. But just a year after I matriculated, I lost my dad and my brother. Wow. In the same year. And that's when I kind of went off the rails. Yeah. Where I was dropping 315 milligrams in one go. Jeez. That's all box. What I just explained, that's all box.
To numb yourself.
To numb myself, just to get that same feeling I had, which is not worth it because you're killing yourself fast.
The dosage you're talking about that you're mentioning is what's the word? What do you call it? When the overdosing, is that not?
Yeah, I've overdosed a few times. I've had to be Narcan a few times. taken to the ER a few times, get my stomach pumped a few times.
Jeez.
But you don't realize it until you in that situation.
Yeah. I'm literally in shock as I'm sitting here. Myself, with my experiences with addiction, I thought I knew everything regarding what's currently. No, but I don't. So, I mean, I can imagine. I mean, I come from addiction as well. So, imagine the parents out there, what a shock this should be for them when I open I at least think at the very least it should be. The accessibility, I mean, you're saying it's on schools and not just like back in the day, or the way I thought it was, you need to go somewhere, just buy quickly, and it was like 20 rand, 30 rand, whatever. You're talking about major amounts here.
Yeah.
You're talking about also the fact that these things are being prescribed to our children as well, without any proper, I would say, screening and assessment, looking at the addictive personality of the individual. I mean, you were too young. I can't really ask you, did they? I mean, why would they even do that for young somebody that young? They would not think there's an addictive personality at play there. But that does not matter, as it seems.
Yeah.
You become tolerant, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is mind blowing. So what would be your message for the youth out there having gone what you've gone through?
My message is like stay far away from prescribed pills as you can, because once it has you, it has you. It's a long procedure to get out.
Yeah.
That's not an easy procedure.
Yeah.
And also you can die.
Yeah.
You can die. You like it's that simple. You can die.
Yeah. I mean, you said you've OD'd a few times, and OD literally means you're on the
floor shaking.
Yeah. It's death or luck. You're still alive.
Yeah.
And God, you are still here with us to at least, at the very least, share this message. I mean, from your side, before we end the episode as well, your message to the kids was that, to the parents as well, what do you think could have been done differently or dealt with differently to assist you a lot quicker in your journey to recovery, just for others out there as well?
My message, like to the parents,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
like they shouldn't just like if teachers are saying that a child has ADHD and stuff like that, they shouldn't describe a grade 2-year-old, like a grade 2 kid, to ADHD. Cause what does he know about ADHD? He knows nothing.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to put this kid on a tablet so he can act normal when there was nothing wrong with him in the first place.
Yeah.
He might have just been naughty.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or he might have just been an attention seeker. But now you how can I say, you power him with polls and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not the way.
Yeah. The medical industry is quite a tricky one to reverse, I'd say. I mean, we usually as a society, we don't go against what the medical professionals have to say and have to offer. I from my side personally do think, if we look back, there was never a thing of what you've been through. I've never heard of something like that when I was young, right? Maybe the rare cases, but that was overseas. Mostly you hear that happening in the USA, etc. But now it's here on our shores. Kids are being dealt with here. Prescription, take this. Not sit down, let's talk type of a thing. Which should be the first go-to, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like do you have this hatred? Not hatred, maybe might be a strong word, but a certain feeling. What feeling do you have towards anything or any part of society? The fact that now you have to struggle to gain your life back, and you did not ask for this. It's not like you made that decision.
I can't say I hatred or like whatever the word is.
Yeah.
Towards pills.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
At the time when I lost my brother and my dad.
Yeah.
I was in that place where I wanted to just end it all with pills.
Yeah.
But now that I'm with choice in the what's it
Rehabilitation choice.
yeah, rehabilitation center. I see that there's more to life than just popping pills, getting high,
Yeah.
and stuff. So that's also the main message. It's like the current reality. I'm glad I opened my eyes earlier
Yeah.
than later.
Nice.
See.
There's a lot of mirrors for you at the
Yeah.
rehab as well.
Yeah.
Well, I think that brings us to the end of the episode. Yeah, make that move, make the decision to come right basically before anything bad could happen, because bad things will happen when it comes to addiction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for today's beautiful conversation.